So I'm back. I've got the TV and the Netgear switch has arrived. So I just need the rack rails to get here, and they doesn't appear that they have arrived or attempted delivery. So that is good news because I'll be here the rest of the day. Yeah, so the pastor's here right now, so I'm gonna utilize his help to see if I can't trace that phantom VGA cable. And then I think I'll start connecting the cameras. And I might just get the video switcher just hooked up and make sure we're getting a picture and that kind of thing as just a temporary hookup until I can build that rack. That's what's going on. All right. Wow, I am so dark. Hey, that's better. So, where am I at? Well, it took me, like I said before, a long time to get here. So, the pastor and I did some additional labeling of cables. So now I know where all the outputs go. Sorry, I'll show you. So this is his temporary labels until I, make labels from my list for all that. I also traced that phantom VGA cable. Interestingly enough, it comes from the main ProPresenter computer. So the VGA cable comes out from the computer, goes into one input of the coupler. The coupler then has an output that goes into the scaler. And then it has like this other input. Maybe it's an output, I don't know. And that goes to the primary monitor here. Or I'm sorry, no, it goes to the secondary monitor. Because when I unplug it from down below, that monitor goes off. This monitor is coming through a DVI, so that's not an issue. And I also took the VGA cable out of here because it wasn't serving any function. So that's now going from the scaler into, put that over there, my magnetic flashlight. There we go. Into the VGA, so you can see the blue input cable there. So those are the two VGA outs going to the projectors. I haven't connected my VGA balun yet. What I'm working on right now is terminating the Cat5 lines. One's going to be an input into the scaler, and the other one's going to be an output that goes over that balun. But there's two VGA outputs on the scaler, so what I'm wondering is if the scaler is capable of doing two separate resolutions. Because if it is, then I can do a 4:3 full screen out here, and I can do a separate widescreen that feeds back to the video system. So I'm going to have to do some reading of some manuals, but that's what I want to investigate right now. So that's where I'm at. Time to start soldering. Well, I messed up. I got the negative and the ground wrong. So I gotta switch a couple wires on both connectors. My bad. Alright, so this side is done. So those two audio cables will go straight into the video switcher. Now I have to go put the 1/4 inch ends on the soundboard side. So I got the soldering done, it's time to build the rack. The rails got here. They're right here. So what I'm going to do, let me just walk you through this. I have, if you recall, I have these 4 8-inch pieces, and they're going to be the legs for this shelf. What I have to do is I have to screw these 2 rack rails to 2 of these legs, and then I can, figure out what the width is going to be, and I'll screw down 2 screws into the top of each leg, right there, and then I'll have the front, and then I can put the rear legs on wherever I need for maximum stability. I'll probably go wide. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, it's 5 o'clock. This is how far I've gotten. So I've gotten the rack built, right there. And yeah, we still got a lot of cable mess and everything. So I'm not really going to worry about that right now, just simply because I'm trying to just do a system test. Just to make sure everything's working. So I'm going to get the TV in here. I'm going to get the control panel for the switcher. And then I'll turn everything on. And we'll get the cameras addressed. And I'm going to take the manned camera out to where it needs to go, connect that all up, and then we'll see what we get. Guess what? We have signal. So all are working. I do have an issue with one of the cameras. I think I may have to drop that and hit some of the dip switches on the bottom to invert that. But I gotta get into the manual for that. But we got signal from all 3 cameras. And now I need to get the scalar outputting. So, not bad. Well, the plot thickens. So I've got it all connected. At first I was not getting any image, but now I'm getting that, which is problematic. So according to the troubleshooting part of the 4-page manual, that is likely caused by electromagnetic interference, and they say identify possible radiating frequency sources, try to isolate them from the video. Joys. Well, one way or another, I'm gonna figure this out. So I'm still at it. It's after 7 now, and now I'm not getting anything down there. So I wanted to show you what my walk is like as I'm troubleshooting. So I'm basically adjusting the output resolution. We do have, widescreen going, so that's good. But I have to make this walk. And I have set it up so that that screen shows me the menu. So essentially what I'm trying to do is establish a common resolution for everybody. So this is 1080p. It goes green, of course. So if I hit menu up and I confirm that, then that will stay. So now let's walk back and see if we at least have a signal. Definitely getting my steps in today. I thought about bringing my iPad out and FaceTiming, but alright, no signal. So, just as a course of action, I'm going to reset the balun here. See if that gives us any signal. It does not. Alright, so I'm going to go back to a more common resolution, and I'm just back and forth, seeing if I can't find something that'll work. Alright, it is, I don't even know what time it is. It's after 10. It is 10:22, and I am calling it a night. So, if you'll recall, I decided to work on getting the new soundboard in, because getting the ProPresenter image back to the video system wasn't having a great deal of luck with that. So I decided to focus on something that I could do. And I can do some research on that tonight. But you just saw, the time lapse of this going in, but this is the new board. The old Mackie was, wall to wall. So this thing is, a little over 2/3 as large. So I spent quite a bit of time kind of trying to organize back here so that it made sense. So starting from, I believe, channel 17, I've got 17 through 24 are my, through 25 is my wireless, so I may change that to 16 through 24. What I noticed is, in prepping for swapping out the mixers, is that a lot of the inputs in the stage boxes, or the floor pockets, there's nothing plugged into them. And so the way that I like to organize a board or a mixer is wired inputs working left to right, and then you do your wireless, and then you finalize the final inputs that you do, sorry, I'm tired. On the right side are your local inputs, CD players, computers, iPods, that kind of thing. So that's how it makes sense to me. That's how I wired it. There's going to be some modifications, but for now that's how we're going to go. In summary, I got the video system working with the cameras, so that is awesome. That's a big step forward. Like I said, still working on the computer piece of it. I have an idea. I'm going home tomorrow. There's a couple things I need to grab down there that may help that situation. So for now, I'm calling it a day. Thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow.
They're recording audio.
No wiggle at all.
How much is this? $2,500?
Something like that.
There you go. I have my bazooka kind of.